Hey guys, my name is Josh, and this is the Skype for Business recap. It's been a busy week. Microsoft Inspire was happening all week long, so there was a lot of cool news coming out of there across the Microsoft spectrum, of course. For those of you that aren't familiar with Inspire, it's really Inspire is the new name for it, but it's Microsoft's big annual partner conference that they do. And so it's a good time. It took place in Washington, D.C. this year, and they are pretty much done wrapping up there. And it looked pretty legendary from what I saw from all the Twitter sharings and pictures and LinkedIn, etc. Not a lot of big news for us in the Skype for Business or Teams world. AI and Azure and things like that were, of course, big focuses. But the cloud in general. But we're expecting we'll probably hear more and see more when Ignite happens right around the corner here, where we're mid-July. The end of September is just over 2 months away. So Ignite is very close, and I believe we're going to hear a lot more on the Skype for Business and Teams front than what we expected from Inspire, really. So anyway, we do have some stuff on the whiteboard back here that did come out of Inspire. We'll talk a bit about that. A couple things that didn't come from Inspire, and yeah, we'll move on from there. Before I jump into the content, I just want to say there are a few user group activities starting to take shape and form, both in the U.S. and abroad. I've seen several people reach out, Canada and UK, about local user groups getting dates and looking for speakers and content and all that. So plans are happening there. The SkypeUG.com group, I am a local chapter organizer for that group in Austin. We've got our date now set for August 23rd. And so we are getting the time solidified, and it's going to be at the Microsoft office as usual. If you're in Austin, I hope you will make it. The other locations within SkypeUG.com are getting set up and dates pegged as well. MSUC.chat, another group that I help to co-host and run with a few other gentlemen. We are set to go for July 28th, I believe. That is a monthly group that we meet online via Skype for Business. Just whoever from the community that wants to join us. Open conversation, open mic, a good time to get together, ask questions, talk about what's new, sharpen each other's brains with everything in the Skype for Business, and a lot of Teams talk as well lately. So we'll be doing July 28th as our date for this month. If you want more info on that or want to add it to your calendar, head over to msuc.chat and you will get the latest there. Okay, that's it. That's it for community events right now. That stuff's coming up. You can look the rest of it up yourself. Got our Infinity screen. Let's go over to the browser. I don't know if you guys saw this on Twitter and LinkedIn or not, but this is pretty slick. BMW and Microsoft are working together to bring Skype for Business into the new BMW 5 Series. Pretty freaking cool. I did ask via Twitter in a big general way, much the same way you can, if you're someone who blogs or does reviews of products, you can usually approach different phone vendors and things to say, hey, I'd love to review the product and share my review, all that. And a lot of times you might be able to get a complimentary device for reviewing purposes and testing purposes. That's all good. I wonder if the same concept might apply here. So maybe if I let BMW know, hey, I work for, in the Skype for Business arena. I like to blog. I like to do video. I would love to write a blog and demo the Skype for Business experience in the BMW if you wouldn't mind just giving me a demo unit. So so far, no feedback on that request, but I'm holding out. I think they might come back and that'd just be great. So we shall see. But I'm guessing none of you are holding your breath on that one, kind of like me. But anyway, I'm rambling a bit too much about that. Let's scroll down here. Take a look. This is going to be offered through BMW's iDrive system. BMW announced this on Thursday at their annual Innovation Days, which took place in Chicago. This is first going to be available to people in Germany, France, and the UK. Germany's a no-brainer there, but France and the UK are pretty close as well. Hopefully other countries will come soon after that. I'm hoping the US maybe, but not that my wife's going to say, oh yeah, go out and buy a BMW now, but hey, a guy can hope. So Looking forward to seeing this roll out. It's cool to see more and more auto manufacturers building these relationships with Microsoft, getting productivity built into the cars. As we see AI growing, as we see self-driving cars becoming a real thing, and as we see commute times and grow and increase, unfortunately, to new record levels, being able to be productive and work and conduct meetings in your vehicle is going to become commonplace in the future. The vehicle is going to be an extension of your regular workday, and these companies that are forging these relationships and uh, producing these solutions, they are going to be at the forefront and have an established reputation and be leaders when it comes to this kind of stuff. So very excited to see this news. Congrats to both BMW and Microsoft on that partnership. That is incredible. Matt Landis, fellow MVP, he was at Inspire with the Landis Technologies crew. They had a booth set up and were showcasing all of their products, Attendant Pro and Cepha Util Server Enterprise Edition. Good things at their booth, I'm sure. But Matt is known for being at these conferences and sharing all the news that is pertinent that he sees coming from the conferences via his blog or videos. He is one of the people to follow when it comes to knowing what's new and what is coming out of a conference. And this was no exception this year at Inspire. He shed light on the Yamaha YVC 1000 MS USB speakerphone, now certified for Skype for Business. And this is just a unique thing that I want to shed some light on. Yamaha has not been one of the typical speakerphone manufacturers that Skype for Business consultants or salespeople are talking about with their clients. They're not a name that's been known within the Skype for Business certified realm. Well, they are stepping into that market, and Matt shared some really good insights as to why they're stepping in and where Microsoft might have felt they could have really contributed or filled some gaps. So, a really good write up that Matt did here. I don't want to spoil any of it. Please go follow the link, read Matt's post on it, and check it out. Great little video at the bottom as well, and even some pricing down there, MSRP stuff. So check this out. Very cool experience. Thanks for sharing, Matt, as usual. Next up, audio codes. Right at the beginning of the MS Inspire events kicking off across social media, they announced the CCE Hub. Now, there are some things about the architecture here that I still haven't nailed down and I really want to sink my teeth into and get an understanding of here, but I'm very intrigued. Having just done the cloud link on the Sauna side, I got a good hands-on experience with CCE paired up with an SBC and how that process works and everything. Taking that to the next level here and talking about a environment in which we've got multi-site cloud connector edition deployments that we could be having. The CCE Hub, as they highlight here, is an innovative standards-based solution designed to reduce your infrastructure costs, remove complexity, and deliver outstanding voice quality in that multi-site environment. The solution is suitable for distributed enterprises and service providers who offer managed Skype for Business services to their business customers. That last point really stood out to me as well. A solution being offered that would be easily consumed by service providers when it comes to CCE. So I imagine this solution is going to kind of turn some heads a little bit and require a bit more listening as to what the details are of the solution. They obviously highlight some of the benefits of the solution up here. They talk about what the hub solution entails. Okay, we've got audio codes routing manager, media session border controllers and gateways, 400 HD series IP phones, one voice operations center, media pack analog gateways. So there's a lot happening with this solution, obviously a multi-point solution. And then we have this really cool image here that we can kind of see some of the different conceptual ways you might utilize this. We've first got our distributed breakout interfaces, where we've got multiple sites here and your central hub managing all the breakout locations. Then we've got the centralized breakout interface, your hub, all the different locations again, but your breakout being centralized. and then a managed solution with distributed or centralized breakout interfaces. And they call this out as being kind of the service provider solution here. We got one business, two business, your central management, and you are serving multiple customers through the solution. Very intriguing. Looking forward to hearing a bit more about it and understanding the solution more. But CCE is clearly something that is gaining some traction. I've seen more and more of it surfacing, and solutions like this are making it easier for different use cases to really latch on and see fruition. So check that out as well. Next up, Link Server 2013, July 2013 CU. All right. So a few different things from the CU. First off, a big thanks to Martin Bohm for putting this post together. Martin has been huge with putting together great, thorough posts about each CU and each update that comes out, making sure we're all aware that it's time to update and what we're getting from the updates. As we go down his post here, we have what the CU adds. Okay, first we've got what the new version number is here. It was released on the 10th of July. There's the KB number. Here's the link to it. The CU adds these capabilities, enabling the move-cs meeting room commandlet to move a meeting room from on-premises to online with Link Server 2013. Then we've got delegate pickup. A delegate can pick up a peer-to-peer call on behalf of the delegator or delegator, or however you want to say that, now in Link Server 2013 environment. Enables you to manage delegates and set up simultaneous ring features in a Link Server 2013 environment, and adds CS hybrid application endpoint commandlets to manage cloud voice or bot applications in Link Server 2013. Very cool. And Martin gives us a little more about that, that last point right here. Again, he gives us the download, more details on the install there, updated version number, goes over what each of these different 4 things that are addressed again, and there we go. That's what we've got to look forward to. So if you're still managing Link Server 2013 environments, and many of us are, it may be time to upgrade to the latest CU, or just move to Skype for Business altogether. But we do have obviously Microsoft getting ready to talk about vNext at Ignite. From what I've heard so far, out there, it's something that they actually put out there on social media. So upgrading might be a good time to do that now. So thanks again, Martin, for sharing. Always appreciated. Last but certainly not least, Soft gets another update. The Skype Operations Framework, July 17. There are a few different components that were updated here. Additional stories about customer success with Skype for Business Online have been published. A new workbook was launched for helping customers and partners plan for that successful first step in their journey. A new Skype Academy experience has been delivered. Simplified key deliver and operate assets based on customer partner feedback. Always love to see them acting on things they've gotten based on feedback. Extended the coverage of Soft to cover third-party hardware software services. That is really cool. I'm going to gloss over the success stories. You guys can read about that if you want. Workbook, there's a link to it. Get to know that. Very, very good addition. Skype Academy experience. I like this a lot. Like they called out here when they first started with the Skype Academy, they only had a few readiness sessions available. There's been a lot more added over the last year. Their training materials have grown, so they decided to add some new features to the Skype Academy. Their goal is to give customers and partners a better learning experience, including personalized training plans, the ability to add or remove training assets to the plan, and the ability to track your progress of your learning path. Very, very cool. This looks very slick, and I'm really glad to see the Skype Academy expanding and growing and getting more customized. That's a great tool. Soft's implication. I think this was an important thing to do, and I very much agree with the feedback. There was a lot of different areas under Soft. A lot. Good methodology, but really glad to see some things being consolidated and simplified. If we look at this graphic here, we can see all the different areas that were kind of tied up and wrapped into one area over on the right. So I'm not going to go through and read all this. We've got our delivery phase up top and our operate phase down below, all of the areas that were consolidated for both of those. A lot of consolidation happened. So good job on that team. Very glad to have seen this happen. A few more links in relation to all that stuff down here. Lastly, SOF aligned partner assets. They're very proud to launch an exciting new extension to SOF. They're publishing the SOF aligned guidance created by our key partners to help you integrate their hardware software service as part of a SOF project. Really cool. We're seeing Microsoft get a little more cozy with its partners. We're seeing they are wanting to strengthen those relationships, strengthen those partnerships. They're doing a lot less of trying to cut the partners out of the mix here. So for people like us selling these services and these solutions and implementing them, that's really good news. It's very good news for all those businesses. Good to see a healthy, thriving ecosystem. So great job on the soft side team. Very good to see all that. Let's go back over to our Infinity screen. That is all I have for today, guys. It was again a busy week with Inspire, all the news coming out of there. Busy week customer wise for me personally. I'm looking forward to the weekend coming up so that I can do a lot of other personal work that doesn't really give me rest anyway, but it'll be good to get some things done. Got some content to generate, things like that. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Please have a safe weekend. Enjoy yourselves, but don't be stupid, right? Same guidance every weekend, but we thank you for watching. Please share, retweet if you enjoyed this show and found it useful in any kind of way. And hopefully we'll see you back here next week. Thanks again, and adios. I'm going to stop the recording in a second. There we go.